chips. No gang can do it like this. Double fours do mines like this. No gang can do it like this. I swear I need all my chips. No gang can do it like this. Double fours do mines like this. No gang can do it like this. I swear I need all my chips. No.
Outside, get yours, got mine. I'm cool, don't worry about me, I'm fine. I'm blessed, fuck stress, get checks. Man, it's funny that it's true and it rhymes. New kicks, new fists, new jeans, new off-white pants with the line. Roll up, right now. Please, girl, don't waste no time. Hop in my whip real quick, then I'm gon' light this pine. Backwood, stuff tight, no roller. My fingers work just fine. If the police pull me over, I might do time. Motorola, Corolla, I'm in a Range Rover, smoking on purple buzz from my boy. Call it grape soda. That bitch no makeover. Yo, bitch head be fake. Throw a bitch this to take over. Rock drip to the A holder. Think about it. No doors, no roof. 100 degrees outside. Get yours, got mine. I'm cool. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm blessed. Fuck stress. Get checks. Man, it's funny that it's true and it rhymes. New kicks, new fists, new jeans, new off-white pants with the line.
This pocket's representing gas for sale, and you getting it from Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Let's go.
Hey y'all, we are back with this Healing Circle LA. We have Josh with us, we have AJ with us, some really dope creatives. So we're ready to get into it. We just want to get a little bit of background on the two of you as individuals. Josh, so I understand that you have had some earlier activism experience in your youth?
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of community and policy work since I was like in middle school, since I was 11. I was part of the Labor Community Strategy Center, and I ended up joining a community coalition, both community-based organizations in the inner city. I'm always here to do the work, to do the groundwork, and try to change material conditions in my community. You know what I'm saying? So I just knew, where I'm from, and going to different communities and coming back to where I lay my head at, I've seen there's a lot of disparity and a lot of things that we didn't have as a community. So I just got, active early on, and then see my brother being impacted by, the judicial system and being in and out of that, group homes and stuff like that. It's my big bro. Super talented, super dope, but, they wasn't able to see his light because he got incarcerated young, and he spent a lot of his time in prison and jail. And I just always wondered why we get funneled out of there. The drugs in the community, being over policed, target, marginalized.
Right.
So I just seen a lot of despair and social disconnect. So I just wanted to get involved, and I experienced it just having teachers that didn't even come from our community. You know what I mean? And how they teach us, how they talk to us, and we don't have to be here, and you people and everything. And they come with this savior complex.
Absolutely.
And I'm just like. So I just seen a lot of that just growing up and going through the educational system and community, and just seeing the impacts on how a lot of this stuff is playing a part on how we socialize into the world as black and brown folks in the inner city. So it's been involved ever since.
Yeah. Okay, so what inspired the both of you to do this collectively, to bring this mission to your local community?
I think more so it was actually inspired by a photo shoot Josh hosted. He reached out to me, and we met at FD Studio. I met him before that. I met him like 2 years ago, and met him through my brother, mutual. And we connected right off the bat, and we had the same beliefs and the same philosophies. So we had the shoot, and it was beautiful. He really curated a beautiful space, and he meshed different types of complexions, black people, and we were all in one space, and it was positive. It was that side of the media that they don't try to display,
Right.
So I was like, man, this is healthy. This is something we should do long term. And we just sat down and we decided, like, he was already doing Men of the Minds, I think it was, right?
Meeting of the Minds.
And Meeting of the Minds. So we decided to make it a co-ed space. and we was like, man, we should put together a caucus group of people to discuss various topics that are relevant to us, you know. So it ended up coming together like that, and we've been rocking ever since. We was doing it out of his apartment, you know. We was booking it out of his apartment, like 50 people in there, and we outgrew that space, so we moved out. We just still don't have a permanent venue. We're working on that, but we done had 100 people at our events, you know, more than that.
Right. Okay.
What is the overall goal with the Healing Circle? Like when you guys do each event, is each event targeting something different, or is it the same like repetition of these certain lessons that you guys like built within like the group of y'all two? We
have an overall mission, but I think Josh can speak individually what his perspective is, and then I'll go in detail with mine too.
For the Healing Circle LA, it's really just a dialogue space for us, you know, unapologetically black folks to talk about black issues, black community stuff, black business, black health, mental, emotional, spiritual, and to develop a space where people can come, like, relax. We would say put their hair down and chill, relax for the ladies and everything, but it's like end of the week, you know, just decompress and unpack and talk about stuff that you've been throughout the week and stuff that, you know, connect with us as black folks, you know, racial, you know, inequality and stuff like that, just and how it impacts us and how we do certain things and how we can build, how we can heal, healthy black relationships, you know what I'm saying, healthy black, you know, functions of a black family, and talk about saving money, how to move money, and everything, just everything that encompasses black folks. We want to heal holistically, you know, in every fashion possible, so we talk about everything.
Where are you getting your teaching from? Because there has to be a master from a sensei, you know? Yeah. So, like, who's your... Josh, as who's your personal sensei you go to?
Oh yeah, I mean, I like to say, man, I'm a student of the game. I always remain coachable, so I'm always talking to my OGs and people that been doing the community work, doing the policy work, that's been on the ground, doing this, what we doing, trying to heal holistically as black folks, you know. So right now, me and AJ, we getting trained through Dr. Grills, Cheryl Grills, and Josette Banks. They're part of the biggest caucus of black like therapists and psychiatrists that like train other healing circles within the community, and we get a lot of their teachings. And my boy, big bro Robert Howard, curriculum and flow and everything. So they've been putting us on to a lot of the teachings is how to deal with emotional intelligence, you know, having dialogue spaces and stuff like that. We've been trained, and this is like 14 plus years for me about healing the healing community. So I've been here, ear to the streets, and just taking those tools and bringing it to new spaces. When we have our trainings, we take those tools and bring it into our circles as well.
I understand, AJ. What about you, my man, AJ?
My brother pretty much concluded everything that I was gonna say. He summed it up, but I ain't gonna beat the dead horse. But for me, it's just like Josh, he grew up in it, you know. And for me, I've always been like the different black man. You know, I've been emotionally intelligent all my life, and that's come from being raised by my mother, single mother. So for me, the Healing Circle is literally just like a platform. We all know that we don't have that many platforms for black men or black women to come and be emotionally validated. So we created that space so that people can come and be vulnerable, and we don't push people away, and we believe. I really on the fence about being inclusive. So it's a black space. You know, we need more spaces for us because we experience different cultural traumas that other people cannot relate to, you know, and we gotta, like Josh always says, we gotta heal from within before we can, you feel me, include anybody else. And I think that the Healing Circle is that space. We want it to be like a pipeline. We don't want it to be just the Healing Circle LA. We want to expand. That's the ultimate goal. That's our mission, to expand to, like, you know, we want to Healing Circle Baltimore, somewhere out the state and things like that. So
like you really trying to go like nationwide?
Yeah, we want to travel with this, all that, because everybody needs healing, you know.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, we got a caller and they want to ask you a couple of questions real quick. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is K3. I'm calling from Arizona.
Hey.
Hi, K3.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Doing great.
I just had a question for AJ and Josh.
Spill it.
My question is, what was it that clicked in your head that made y'all want to put together the Healing Circle team and help our other black and brown sisters, like, put us on a level where we really wanted to be?
Man, first of all, I forgot. That's my mannerisms. Shout out to y'all for putting this together, for even having this space. I didn't express my gratitude towards y'all in the beginning.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
it. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, but as far as the Healing Circle, how that even came along, like, I know Josh, he was raised by his mother. I was raised by my single, independent black mother. And so I empathize a little bit differently, and I might come off as a little bit biased when it comes to women, but I just feel like my mother, she was the pillar of my life, and I've just placed her on a pedestal, you know. So like even with our Black Women's Appreciation event, I don't know if we're gonna get into that. I probably jump
You know
ahead
we
right
are.
now.
You know we are.
I had somebody coming, but she
Say that.
got recently sick. That attended the event, but she
Yeah.
just got sick, so she can't come. I don't want nobody sick in this thing.
Right. She
Right.
good now? She good now?
Yeah, no, she still got some stomach problems, but it's all good. So,
Pray for her.
of course.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Prayers
Sure.
up
Of
immediately.
course.
But yeah, as far as Black women, I feel like they just, man, me and Josh really love Black women though. Like other men can say that, but like we actively and we use our platform to speak about them. It's one thing to talk about it amongst your friends or whatever, but like we hold each other accountable. Whenever we feel like something might be toxic, you know, some toxic masculinity, we like, bro, don't do that. Like that ain't cool. How would you feel if that was your sister or your mother? So for me, it's like Black women, they are the epitome of like just beauty or love. It's like a certain type of nurturance that comes with them, like a kindred fellowship. So like I'm bonded with my mom that way. Me and my mom are interconnected, and I can come to her and talk about anything. You know, I can be completely transparent with her, and she's the reason why I'm so emotionally intelligent and why I'm even alongside my bro doing this right now. I've always been an advocate for Black people throughout my life. I might not have done any activist work or anything like that, but I'm still rooted in my community. I'm born and raised in South Central LA. You know, I've been met with constant pressures as far as like not police brutality, but it could have escalated to that, you know, the social injustice, just like the possibility of being incarcerated, everything. I done dealt with all of that. So it's like I felt compelled to be alongside him.
Understand. Now, I respect this. This is dope. This is hella dope. You're a poet as well, right?
Correct.
How do the Healing Circle and your poetry like intertwine?
Man, I've always been, like I said, in tune with my emotions. So for me, like when I get on the stage with Josh and we do our Healing Circle, we host the events. It's like it's easy for me to convey my feelings or like articulate myself very well. So I think it goes hand in hand, like being emotionally conscious in my poetry, because I'm very vulnerable. I'm who I am, and you know, I'm not afraid to talk about, you know, crying or, you know, because man, we gotta let it out too. We need outlets.
Understand. When y'all say y'all hold each other accountable, like for like women, how do y'all feel when y'all in other circles of Black men and they talking about Black women as like bitches and hoes and shit like that? Like, what type of music do y'all listen to? Because that's all type of music that's out right now is rap music. You know, bitches, hoes, you know, twerking and shit like that. So thoughts. Y'all hold yourself accountable and hold yourself in a pedestal way. Like how? So what type of music y'all listen to in a way? You know, like.
Go ahead. I'm long-winded.
Well, for me, man, I'm an R&B dude. I like R&B music. It's funny, I used to rap or whatever and stuff like that.
He got bars. He still got bars.
But I really love R&B music, man. I listening to, you know, 90s R&B, even 80s R&B. I could really go back to the 50s, really, man. Music connoisseur. I just listen to lyrics and how they speak about women and how you can hear a man singing his heart out to a woman, how much he loves her, what he would do for her, a home and marriage and kids, and talking about these things on lyrics, you know, and seeing the beauty in the woman and respecting the woman, you know what I mean? And then to compare it to the music now, I mean, you know, if that's their outlet, that's their music, you know. I'm not knocking nobody, you know, because it's a song, it's music for everybody, but to hear that and how you can uplift and talk about a woman that you want to share the rest of your life with, to hear, you know, on to the next one and whatever, you know what I mean? It's crazy though, you know what I mean? So being able to even hear the music and understand the lyrics, I think is powerful. So we even bring that into the circles, and when we show appreciation to Black women, we have a space for Black women that can come and unpack and decompress and be themselves as men there, being in that space and making sure we're not objectifying women, we not sexualizing women, and we humanize them first in that space. And that when we talk amongst ourselves, we talk about humanizing women, respecting women, listening to them, you know, consent, whatever, you know what I mean?
What's some ways you'll teach them like to humanize a woman?
I know sometimes we be around the homies and they might, you know, spew out the B word. And some men actually think that's a term of endearment. And we just like, when it's like consistent and it's like, it's continuous, it's like, all right, bro, she a queen. Like, you gotta step back out of yourself and it's different greetings. You know, you ain't gotta keep saying that amongst the homies. That I feel like it's like a men feel like when they're around their homies, they can just say that type of stuff. You know, but and men need to be more. I mean, hold more of their friends accountable when that type of stuff happens, because then they take that into their life, in their actual life, and you know, you got domestic abuse, you got things like that, you got men verbally abusing women. So that's how we hold each other accountable. And it's crazy. I was over here cackling and laughing because with the R&B, like me and him, we the only ones that really we be in the car late at night on the way to the function listening to R&B. Like we like R&B parties. I don't really like too much rap because. I mean, it's good for what it is, but for the most part, I like R&B because it's soothing. It's like my solitude. When I listen to rap, I want to drive off fast. I want to push the pedal to the metal and get to where I gotta go. I'm cussing everybody out. I got road rage. You feel me? So
what?
Listen to some smooth hip hop. You know what I mean? Like some smooth, like
yeah.
You know, like some L Boogie. You know, Lauryn Hill. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
I hear what you're saying.
Like it's different, like Talib Kweli, just different, like hip hop, Rhapsody, like just different vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay to be expressive and say what you feel or speak your reality. You know, not to like downplay hip hop or rap, but it's like, you know, that's a very influential genre. You know what I mean? We got to be very aware about what we saying on lyrics or whatever. And of course, you got your song for every environment. You
right.
know what I mean?
I was just gonna say, like, it's kind of about, like, it's you still have that point in time where you're like, I gotta match the mood of whatever's going on. Like, I'm on my way to be social. I need to listen to something a little more, a little up tempo. But why do you think? Just to take it back a little bit, why do you think that Black men and women specifically need to focus on these issues that the Healing Circle focuses on? Like, I've been to one of your events, and what I got from it was the topics that were discussed were like it was all types of stuff. It was mental health, spirituality, even in community things like colorism. You know what I mean? Not necessarily black against white, but just, you know, just our own shade. So why do you think that that's such an issue, and why do you think that that has to be the mission for those types of gatherings?
I think because subconsciously it affects us all. You know, even the trauma that our ancestors dealt with over, 400 years ago, it's like, I feel like we still, in a way, consciously deal with that. And it's the reality. You know, you got the police brutality, you got the injustice that's plaguing our communities. It's like, and that's one thing I'm not happy that the pandemic happened, but it's because we also know that racism is a pandemic. That's always been a pandemic. So it's like, when the pandemic actually happened, it's like it highlighted the police brutality and it put it under a microscope. And now people who are non-black, or you feel me, they actually paying attention to what we go through. So I feel like that's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, the world slowed down when this shit really happened.
Yes.
So like everybody was at home on their phone, like, okay,
paying attention to
it. So they was woke. That was actually tapped in, woke about it, and
so,
blessing in disguise.
And your the events that you guys do have, why do you feel that your supporters are so open to the vulnerability that's in, like, that energy of vulnerability and openness and honesty and clear communication? How do they feel so supported and so just safe to let that guard down with strangers?
And I think it's because it's something different. And it's a taboo in our community to talk about mental health and how you feeling, and actually having your family member like, how do you feel? How can I show up for you? Like, but like in a real way, you know what I mean? And asking them and listening to that person or that family member, like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Being able to take it in for a second, and it's not about them, but it's about loving and supporting this person. And I think that's what's been the power within the whole thing. You know what I mean? To be able to really pull up and show out. And then AJ, if you want to go.
I just think that the overall consensus, I think we can all agree that black people need healing. You know, and it's just as important to us, or for us, as it is for other cultures, other races. I mean, we were the ones who we weren't, but our ancestors were slaves. You know.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're subconsciously dealing with the aftermath of that, the effects of that, the flawed system that we live in. You know,
Is that like inevitably, in your opinion?
inevitable
As far as still having to deal with something like, you know, us being us having slavery in our history, having to deal with that pretty much like PTSD.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Emotionally, mentally, just spiritually. Do you think that's an inevitable thing that we're still dealing with it this far down the line in the future?
Absolutely. No,
I think it was a plan. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the whole thing from the beginning, like Willie Lynch, how to separate and divide a black family, like it's still embedded in our culture right now.
Right, like that's a real goal of...
Yeah, it's a real thing. You know what I mean? And just how we think about ourselves as black folks, you know, how we internalize being black, the power of black, and how we communicate with each other, and how we see maybe not each other as less than, but, you know, we may put up a frown when we walk past our brother. That's how we internalize everything. So it's a lot of unlearning we have to do as black folks, as community we got to do to be able to even move forward. You know what I mean? So recognizing those vices and stuff that impact our community, our people, and how we think about each other. We got to have this platform dialogue to be able to talk about those issues and how we can move forward. You know what I mean? And seeing the beauty with each other. And that all ties into like healthy relationships, you know, how we think about women, how we think about ourselves, how we think about us black men. So defining the value within each other. You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
Now going to your question, I feel like when you said why people feel so comfortable and lay their guard down.
Yeah.
They're strangers with a similar feeling or same effect.
It's like the non-judgment.
Yeah, it's like going to a psychiatrist or something, you know, and it's like...
That's how it felt. It was like everybody collectively was looking for a certain feeling of just being acknowledged.
Yeah.
And being... it's something about a group discussion that makes you feel inclusive. Yeah. And it was just a very open, it was just a very different environment. I wasn't so used to people being so vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Can you be vulnerable with your family?
One more time?
Can you be vulnerable with your family and not feel being judged?
Personally, yes. I just thank God I've been blessed to deal with a family that we know how to be honest, be vulnerable, be clear, not really have to fall to those paradigms of like, we can only be so real because you're my parent. We can only be so real or so honest because you're my sibling. You know what I mean? So
do you guys come across in the healing circle like people can't be vulnerable because of their household?
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, different. I think it just depends on like different ethnic backgrounds. But for the most part, me and Josh are like our whole healing circle team is like 7 of us. I don't want to just keep saying it's me and him.
Okay.
We have a whole team.
Okay.
You know, my boy Sean Blossom, the K3, he just called.
Okay.
As he the one who asked the question.
Nice.
But we're welcoming. You know, it's a family-oriented atmosphere. I feel like we provide, and me and Josh ain't on no like hierarchy stuff. We not above anything. We on the same level as everybody. And he even made a good point to like he don't even like sitting on the stage above people. He want to be on the same level, sitting on the chairs with them, just so we can see eye to eye.
Okay.
And when it comes to like the environment, some people come in and they internalize everything. They just come in as sponges. They hit me up and they like, man, I couldn't say nothing. Like the atmosphere in there was too strong. You know, the energy was too strong. So they just sponges. You know, they sucking in all the information, and then they'll come back though. They'll come back next time and they'll indulge in the conversation.
So there's progress.
Yeah, there's progress.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would be like one of the most uncomfortable conversations you guys had personally in the healing circle?
Sexual assault.
Yeah, that
like happening to a man.
Yeah,
or
that.
Women, because it's both.
Yeah. But we was talking about that openly, like talking about how women be sexually assaulted and kidnapping and everything, and then we was talking about the other thing, how it happened to black boys too growing up, being sexually molested and touched. And that was something that was real for me. You know what I mean? So some of the women was just kind of like confused, like y'all like, and then it's this thing where the world, what ties into the patriarchy in this country, that men are supposed to be readily available to have sex and be sexually ready. But a lot of times growing up, you just want it to be a boy and get dirty and be a kid, and that is taken away from you when somebody think that could be their truth. So when black boys talk about that, it's like, nah, that can't happen because y'all. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to be with women. Y'all want to lay down. You want to be active, and and we talk about that.
Absolutely. And
how sometimes you pulling up on a chick now. Sometimes you just want to chill and be around that feminine energy, really chill. But if you say that, then you consider this or you're gay.
Consider homo.
Well, you know, it's just
Big
this whole
time,
thing.
yeah.
You know,
You tell a woman not to impede on your tongue, but like you tell a woman like you trying to be you value intimacy, you know, or something like that, and they like, what? You want to just talk?
like you cursed at him.
You want to just talk? It's like, yeah, like, you feel me? And don't get me wrong, I'm not generalizing. Not by all means. No, I understand that all women are not like that, but I feel like I run into that, and Josh has too. We run into that situation a lot of times where I can just pull up on somebody that I'm with and don't feel the propensity to want to have sex. I can just lay with them and talk all night. That's sex to me, but I'm a sapiosexual, so a lot of women don't think like that, you know?
Right.
He's still laying down though.
I'm laying down. I'm getting my sleep in.
Still laying down though. It's just a slip in, man.
Right.
Just a slip in. It's cool. It's cool.
Shut the hell up. Oh my God.
He's trying to get you. He's trying to set you up. No, but that's that level. That's that level of control, though. That,
Very true.
that
Discipline.
It's that
Yes,
discipline.
yes,
you can
sir.
be around the opposite sex, bro, and not have to get your issue up. It's okay.
It's
man.
okay. No, it's true. That's
I
a
say
real
that
man.
all the time,
That's a
bro.
real man.
No, go ahead. You tell me.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's so crazy. Like, even when you talk to women, like I do photography too, so it's like I'm shooting women nude and all of that. You know, that's a part of my job. That's what I do. But I can be in a space and be like, I'm here to do a job. I'm here to get my money. You know, we want to make sure they're comfortable. If they want music, water, whatever they need. You know what I mean? You don't. You know,
Yeah.
you got to do a job like this.
Exactly.
That's not gonna pay my bill.
Right.
You feel
At
me?
all.
And that's what my mindset is. Cause when you grow up with women, you be around women. You know, you get it. You see it. We see y'all. It's okay.
That's our favorite thing to say. It's no pressure. Like when we're around women, we want you. If anything, we want you to feel safe and protected. It's no pressure to be sexual. It's no pressure. Like I feel like women, when you're around them, they feel they've been around so many dudes that have done that. You know, that have put pressure on them to be sexual, and it's like they project that on you, and it's like I'm not like that.
All right, so when you say like no pressure and you like throw that out there, like how many times out of 10 do they be like, I'm about to throw that shit at you? I'm throwing this pussy at you.
Hey, I be boggled because I be like,
He's saying the comment says it.
That's reverse psychology to a pimp. You feel me? I'm just saying.
So some women they be like, damn, he don't want it. That make them want you more.
Exactly.
And I be so
even
confused.
if they do it, it's still like nah. Like you already set that boundary. You got to stand firm in that.
You know what I feel?
How
I
many
feel
times
like
you stay firm?
Here you go.
all the time. I feel like the strongest
That
man.
gentleman jack.
I feel like the strongest man is the man that can control his sexual urges. You know, he can resist that. Because I feel like a man who isn't focused on sex is a focused man. Once you start like getting around women and over sexualizing them and feel like, oh, I gotta always have sex with a woman, you become completely unfocused.
I agree. What about you, Jess? You agree?
Yeah, this book I'm reading right now, I'm telling you, it explains all of this.
What's the book?
The Way of the Superior Man.
Oh, I read that.
So that book, remember I was telling you, it's basically like, it tells you how to control that discipline. You know what I mean? And it's like what that discipline actually exudes spiritually rather than physically. Like you said, being able to turn down, saying no pressure, stuff like that actually, once you can show a woman that you have control of yourself and that she has no influence really over you, then that's really what kind of gets us. But I'm not speaking for every woman, like I said. And as far as, like you said, women kind of putting men on a pedestal that know how to control themselves, there's also women that do that too. But when that energy is exuded from us, it's more like we're trying too hard to not be that one that's so ready to throw some shit at somebody. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, she trying too hard. Oh, she a pick me. Oh, she, you know what I mean? Think she's better. All that bullshit. But why do you think it's such a gap? Like, why is it so much more appreciated when a man does it?
Because you think
because it's the same approach.
But
it's the same approach. Like women, we still. I understand you guys have these issues socially, but women kind of go through the same thing. The ones that know how to control themselves. So, like I said, how is it more valued when a man does it?
Oh no, I'm not. We're not saying that at all. It's no way more important for a man to do it than a woman. I think it's creative. I mean, it's equal. Mm-hmm. It's an equal situation. It's no double standard on that.
Yeah, it's crazy though, because I mean, inherently you think like, I guess the way it's set up, or the way we think about it as people is that, you know, women, they have the control to wait and want to wait, and men don't. Like, I mean,
I hear.
That's a whole. But you know,
that's a conversation within itself. That's a conversation within itself. But like socially, we want that. You know, it's like,
of course.
Okay. You know, if you like him enough, okay, I'll give him a little. But you know, I mean, it's talking to like women. You know what I'm saying? Like they, you know. I heard that they know if they want to connect or lay down with a woman, like, you know, meeting them conversation and who they are and personality, whatever. You know, I'm not saying first night, but, you know, just like it's the vibe, it's the energy you giving, you know what I mean? But it's, I think, more or less to make it deeper, and we don't have to do it right now, but I'm just like, you know, you don't have to, you can feel a vibe with a lot of people. Don't mean you gotta.
You don't have to, exactly, no pressure.
I hear that.
So like, you hella dope, but like, we ain't gotta get naked.
Can I just keep you as a dope friend?
Exactly.
Hilarious.
And
It's
so
weird though, but
it is, but it's like it's just control. You know what I mean? But just to go back to the Healing Circle, since you guys have had success with these events and having like big sponsors like Shea Moisture and having all these organizations try to help, what are some ventures that you guys try to look forward to ride on this success? What ways do you guys look to expand? I mean, you guys mentioned earlier like nationwide, having like different cities and stuff, but what other ways locally are you trying to expand?
Shout out to Shea Moisture, by the way, for believing in our mission. But I think on a micro and macro level, we want to focus on getting property. Like I feel like me and Josh, he's somebody that I really can talk to about like property, stocks, or like just some type of investment. And I feel like that's all a part of breaking generational curses. You know, we gotta own our blocks. We, like Nip said, we gotta really buy back the blocks. So I feel like buying or having our own space, it's like the Healing Circle is one thing, but having your own building, you know, or your own community, that's what I feel like our mission is to achieve. Okay.
And how do you see that build, like a building to hold the discussions? So you want one remote like location?
Multiple.
Got you. I mean, like for the city of LA?
City,
multiple,
like
okay.
Micro, macro, outside of LA. I just want like more spaces like this. You know, we need more spaces like this. Got you.
You guys recently did a Women Appreciation Day. Can you talk about what happened and what made that day happen? Like come to forth.
What made you guys want to actually cater to black women? Like, what is it about the black women that made you want to appreciate them
For a whole day.
Yeah.
Not Mother's Day.
Right.
Every day.
Nah, every day.
Every day.
Well, me and AJ, you know, this my boy, so we always talk about like different events or different stuff we want to do. But yeah, of course, it's like, and we call each other around and like, bro, we should do this. So it's more or less just like, AJ, bro, we should do a Black Women Appreciation Day, because we always talking about like what we want to do. So it's just more or less like, okay, well, let's move it a step forward and get an event going for them. You know, I mean, we got black sisters, black mamas. Okay, all that is cute, but let's take a particular day for them where we can really just celebrate them as black women. I mean, we have endless mimosas. We had breakfast.
I seen it.
Shout out my boy Spain, my boy Trap Kitchen. He came through with the
breakfast.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, that's big bro. Known him for years.
I massage LA. I massage for LA.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all
for the facials. I mean, everybody. Memorial Award for the clothes.
Hold on. Give us the rundown of the whole day. Like when the women walked in, like
what
happened? Like what
so did you walk
what was the whole program? What was the program?
Like,
no lie, when I got there, I was starstruck. Being around black women. Me and Josh, we had so much angst like leading up to the event. I know I had hella anxiety. We was up late at night packing bags, and I just want to cater to black women. I want everything to be perfect, and I know perfect might not exist, but I'm a perfectionist. I want that event perfect, and so, but seeing their smiles, that was like justification that we did our job. Like at the end of it, all the chips was off our shoulder. We did everything that we possibly could, and literally every woman there walked out with a smile on their face. And I feel like I said it on my Instagram post, like the women there were our muse, you know, like we created that for them. And like even to this day, my spirit is still full. Like just being there, being in the same space as them. It's like I said, it's a different type of love with black women. They're nurturing and it's like natural, you know. Women are naturally nurturing and they're welcoming, and I feel like all of the women there, they didn't have attitudes or nothing like that. Like I felt like they were all we were spoiling them.
Exactly.
They were getting catered to from hand to foot. So
yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
awesome.
literally had We had mimosas, food, everything. We didn't want them to get up. We threw away the trash for them. We brought our roses.
Y'all
So
had
you really-
servers.
We had servers.
We
We
were
had
the
black
servers.
black men. Our homies, our close homies.
Our
We invited them out
support
to be a
system.
part of our team.
I saw them. They were like
They
dressed
had
up
suits,
and like
had to.
serving. So it was.
You couldn't come.
You
without
guys
it.
Can't
had
come
that
in
like
jeans
hand
and a
and
white
foot
tee.
kind
We're
of.
not doing that.
That was
Yeah.
prepared. We did that
We're
intentionally.
not doing that. You gotta dress up.
respect
You
that.
gotta
I
dress
respect
up,
that.
and
That's
you want
dope.
to let them know that like. I wish I could do it every day, but the budget ain't too big.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
If we could have invited the whole world there, all the girls.
Did y'all
Come
have
on,
Did y'all have
pull up.
speakers
Absolutely.
for the ladies, or did you have like a powerful woman to speak for them, or a man to speak? Or
Yeah,
anything?
we had it was really all the men. So like we had our boy Robert Howard was MC for the day, and
Nice.
we said our piece on how we felt about the event and everything. But we wanted Rob to lead that. He was on the mic the whole time, and we had activities and everything for him. And so we wanted the black men to show up. Yeah, we could have had a woman, yes, but women have those spaces. We want to have a space for them that we provided for them.
Understand.
You know what I
Wow.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's
What's next? What's next? What's the next event that y'all been talking about?
Donation charity
Donation
drive.
drive on the 20th.
20th.
So walk us through that. So who? I'm sorry. What date? What date is it?
December 20th.
December 20th.
12 to 4.
Got you. So anyone can just come and just donate anything.
Anybody.
Yeah, donate. Yeah.
We taking donations right now.
Actually,
Oh,
right
okay.
now, yeah. You can pull up if you want to that day, but we really would prefer if y'all hit us up and
Because we
Drop it off.
stay up like 2 days in advance and sort through everything.
Okay.
We want everything to be perfect.
Okay.
This is not your first time doing this.
no. This is like our sixth
time.
Word. Hell
We
yeah.
get back around
We're
this
doing
time.
quarterly a lot, so
Okay.
yeah.
What's the shoot us the flyer? We'll send that shit over to our page.
Absolutely.
as
Yeah, we're
well.
gonna blast it for you.
Blast it.
Okay, bet that.
Put it on our page.
Yeah.
We also have like black exposition events where we showcase black businesses. We didn't have that this year. We had it last
Right.
year.
'Cause of-
Right.
Corona.
But yeah, we gonna try to make it happen next year.
Okay.
We'll have a crowd next year. Oh, and Valentine's Day, we doing another Black Women Appreciation Day.
I was gonna ask
I ain't
about
gonna miss that one. I missed the mimosas this time,
Yeah.
but I'm not missing this one.
No, and it's
not.
free, so y'all ain't gotta. Ain't no
I mean,
money.
I'm a probably.
Hey,
I'm a
It's
make sure.
free merch, free drink, free food, free everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we gonna
I'm
show,
not
we
gonna show
show
up
out.
empty-handed.
We
We
want y'all
still
to feel,
gotta.
we put y'all on the pedestal that day.
Hey, you better pull up.
You know I'm gonna
Bring your
be
mama,
there.
sister, everybody.
I'm gonna be there.
You
I'm
feel
gonna be there.
me?
I have to show my support. So as individual creatives, though, I don't want to let that go. You doing photography and you doing poetry and doing modeling and everything. What is the goal for that? How do you guys hope to carry your mission as creatives? Like the way that you guys were blessed. How were you guys able to?
You gotta learn.
He said I got a lot. Nah, that's just him being bashful. But as far as me, what like modeling, I don't even. It's like something I do on the side. I don't really take it. I take it serious more so now, but I really got into it because my brother, my younger brother, he inspired me. He's a model. He's signed to Odo Models, I believe it is, and I was inspired by him. He literally fueled that in me, and I kind of got pulled into it too. All I did was take pictures and brand myself on social media. I would like to one day be signed to an agency, but I haven't really put myself out there like that. And also, the contract got to be right. Like,
Absolutely.
I can't have you taking a certain percentage when I'm doing all the groundwork and I'm doing all the work. I want to diminish or alleviate the middleman as much as I can. So as far as that, I'm gonna actually put my portfolio together. We've been needing to do that for a while, and I'm gonna submit it, try to get signed somewhere. Nah, I'm like
right.
Yeah, he been saying that for 6 months.
Tell us the truth.
Oh God, I have. I've been saying it probably for like a year.
Nah, he be bringing it up though.
Also, it's you.
No,
Nah,
it's not me. It's him.
Oh, okay.
I got a lot.
So I get to the studio today.
No,
bro,
you
next
bring
week.
it up, though. If you keep bringing it up, it's gonna happen. Eventually happen. So
It's like alignment.
it's
with
not
me.
a lost thought.
Yeah,
And tell us about a collection of waves.
Collection of waves. That was, man. I think the what's the bio? The bio is something like poems inspired by wine. I drink wine a lot. I like wine, red wine.
Which
Wait,
one?
San
Antonio.
San Antonio.
Hello.
The Cardinal.
The Cardinal Imperial
Come
Red.
on.
Y'all should get that.
I have no clue.
I live
I'm not
right
even-
by that.
I'm not-
That drink
I'm not
is
even
fabulous.
No,
I'm not
let
even
me
a
tell
wine
you,
person. I need to
and
know.
it's a cheap, good one from Winco.
Yes, but it's expensive. I mean, it got expensive taste. I know that much.
Exactly.
I'm
Hold on,
aspiring
y'all
wine
just
connoisseur.
said
The
two
sweet
different
red,
things.
right?
You said it's cheap, then you said expensive.
It's
Which
like,
one is
it's
it?
like $14.99
Expensive
on a
taste.
good day.
Oh, okay,
They got
okay.
sales
Expensive
7
taste.
days.
Got
Exactly.
you. She said cheap.
taste.
These are expensive. I said, hold on.
Well,
I'm
my
confused.
grocery store, they sell it for like $8.99
Like
or
you drunk with a
something
headache
like
or
that.
what?
You can get there. I think it's like 14% alcohol.
It is.
I'm like a wine connoisseur, aspiring.
All right. I like that. I like
There you
that. I like that. I like that.
Good to know.
You dig?
Good to know.
Hey, before we go, what are you doing with your photography? Then we're gonna go into like a 2-minute short break. Then we're gonna get into your poem. I know you got a poem.
Oh yeah, we got a treat for y'all.
Word. Josh, so what's up with your photography coming up? What's going on?
Man, I'm doing. I actually got some stuff lined up, some projects I'm working on. We plan on doing another probably healthy black relationship shoot or whatever. Just like, you know what I'm saying, from then to now, and what that's looking like. Because a lot of my friends just getting married, a lot of people having kids right now. So just want to be able to capture that on camera, on film.
Oh, that's
everything.
lovely.
Like a little short movie or something like that. So we're working on that, and we working. I'm gonna be shooting his calendar and everything else he's doing.
We're gonna do like a calendar.
Calendar, everything.
Wow.
And then
Nice.
I told you about the property. We looking into purchasing maybe a fourplex or something like that and renting it out. Yeah, renting it out.
Yeah.
You also mentioned an ice cream truck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know about the ice cream
big
truck.
bite.
Is that vegan or
okay.
vegan
No, okay,
ice
so is
cream?
it gonna be a LA ice cream truck that got half like the chips and the chili cheese and all that stuff?
Listen. I'm from the ghetto.
I'm just saying.
We from the ghetto. So we gonna have your chili cheese fries, chili cheese.
That's all I need.
All that, mama flips, junior flips, all that. I grew up with ice cream truck. Come on, candy.
Root beer
awesome
float.
candy.
Damn near. If you
All
want a
of that.
burger, you can get a burger on it. Everything on
But
it.
honestly though, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit. We are gonna have vegan options
Nice.
for folks. So and we're gonna have the vegan for the chili cheese fritters and all that. Don't worry, it's gonna be the cheese you can taste. The cheese that melt.
We was out there analyzing y'all vending machines because we actually in that market. We trying to get some vending machines and place them all over the
Me
city.
too.
That's lucrative
Look
right
at
there.
Me
that.
too.
Easy.
I
Come
found some for 400. You feel me?
So
part.
where did you guys
Hey,
learn
bro,
to
hey, bro,
these
I-
different, being able to tap into different business ventures? What inspired that for the two of you?
Man, we come from South Central. We ain't got no choice but to get money. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I was taught up to be financially literate. Josh know me as like the frugal friend. You
Okay.
know, he called me frugal, not cheap, because I will splurge if I feel the need to.
No, he
but-
will for sure. That's why I already know AJ. This my friend. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I be with him. I see him spin it back, and the frugal friend. I'm not the frugal friend. To
He
be
not.
honest.
He's the complete opposite.
I'm
of
the
me.
complete opposite. He be having to get in my ear because I'm gonna get some money. I get it legally. All the stuff I do.
Right.
I sell hair and all type of stuff. I do all of that. Black coffee hair bundles too.
Come on, tap in.
Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
Yes, and that's
He got it.
business, too. I'm shooting, I'm filming, nonprofit work, everything. I mean, I don't know. So my hands is always in it. You know what I mean? So I'll be the one. I
This
ain't
hustler
hurt.
by nature.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I gotta get it. I say we spend this, we get something else. I mean, that's just kind of the lifestyle that I acquired for myself, just because I've been working since I was 14. You know what I mean? So I always know I'm gonna have access to it. You know, and I got a drive about me that nobody can stop. But now, you know what I'm saying? We're doing a communal work, and so we want to be able to, in the future, do our financial literacy classes and all of that too. 2021. Hopefully, the world supposed to open up June, July, so we gonna see.
I heard that.
Understand that. We'll be right back. Quick breakdown after this. You're going to hear a poem by AJ. You dig? Let's go. I did a poet in the house.
This pocket's representing gas for sale. You getting it from Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Let's go.
And we back. You feel me? Just like that. Straight out the trunk radio. Real quick in this thing. You feel me?
I'm ready to go to the bathroom.
I'm like, wait.
Little brief.
Word. AJ, is you ready?
Man, I'm ready. As
All
I'm
right.
ever gonna
I'm going to put that camera straight on you. Oh, yeah, we good. Here we go. 3, 2. Whenever you ready, I'm going to lower this instrumental.
I'm gonna just give a brief preface about the poem, title, and all that, how it surfaced. As far as me with poetry, I've been writing since I was in middle school, and how I got to this point, it was more so love letters. I was the kid that passed notes to the women in class or my homies or whatever, and I wrote on my cards a little love. I didn't know love back then, but I felt like I did. But in high school, I started writing more structurally. And it wasn't until 2018 that I really decided, like, I'm a publish a book soon. So next year I'm gonna work on that. I'm actually working in the process right now. I'm almost done. I'm in like the final steps as far as proofreading and revising. But I wanted to drop Valentine's Day. So, and this poem is titled "Reassurance." It's for I write majority of my poems for women. Like I said, that's my they exemplify beauty to me. But reassurance to me, it's like I understand that as human beings, we need that. It's like a constant reminder of that we're valued or we're loved. So it goes, reassurance. I know I've said it several times before, and to continuously reiterate would be kind of pointless, but then again, I heard that women love reassurance. You see, I commend you for getting through everything you've been through while going through everything else that presents itself in front of you. But see, now that's all behind you, and see me, I'm just trying to get beside you, inside you, honestly just around you, because a woman like you is deserving of a man who's willing to sacrifice his life just to provide for you, who isn't satisfied unless that smile is permanent. I know that it's quite improbable, but can I strive for it? Let me remind you, it is an honor just to be in the presence of such a gift. You see, my maturity expands way beyond any man that you might have come in contact with, and I have ways of assuring you of that too. Have you ever had a man tell you straight up that he's trying to put his dictionary inside you? You see, the way that the words are flowing, you probably thought you knew where I was going, but I'm trying to show you. The places you and I can go are endless. Like, I'm trying to fuck the shit out of your potential until you blossom into who you are meant to. I said I'm trying to fuck the shit out of your mental until you grow into who you are meant to, and what better way to get to know you than get inside of you? So submerged, I'm in the unknown in you. I want to drown in you, as long as you hold me down. Hold me down like you don't want me found in you. I know I probably got you dumbfounded at the moment with all these sexual innuendos, but all jokes aside, baby, what are you getting into? Or better yet, what are you into? You see, I wrote this poem as a testimony of my endurance in hopes that maybe I can occupy your time for more than just a moment, and maybe one day we can create a love so overflowing that the tides from the sea can see, that what I aim to bring to your life surpasses any emotion that any materialistic thing could bring. I know you got you, I'm sure of it, but I'm just here to provide reassurance.
Boom, 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 boom.
That was lovely. Lovely.
I was about to say some gentleman jack shit, but I'm gonna keep
That's what it. That was just like butter.
I'm gonna have to keep that comment to myself. You
That's
feel
my
me?
second time performing it.
Hey,
goodness.
killed it.
You have a true gift.
You dig? Hey, where they follow you guys at one more time, individually and the Healing Circle?
Stay wavy always, and my poetry page is A Collection of Waves.
It's your boy, Black Coffee Visuals, man. That's the only Instagram that I really use. So, Black Coffee Visuals, everything spelled correctly in correct English.
Hey, on the top of the year in January, I'm gonna need y'all to come back so we could talk about this more open dialogue of everything we talked about.
Yeah,
even
yes.
more, because it's dope to have this type of dialogue. So,
sure.
I need y'all back.
We could talk
And
about
where
that.
do they find the healing? And
The Healing
I actually have one more question. So you guys are nonprofit, correct?
Yeah.
So the ones that are actually trying to contribute or show their appreciation, how can they help you guys out? And how can they? Well, first of all, where can they find you?
Mm-hmm.
How can they find the Healing Circle LA?
We have Instagram, The Healing Circle LA. We have a PayPal.
You have a PayPal, the Healing Circle LA, and we have a Cash App, the Healing Circle LA. And those funds will be used to buy sanitary kits, dry foods, and stuff like that for the donation drive on the 20th. So tap in or DM us on social media, the Healing Circle LA on Instagram.
All right.
Any sponsors that you know would be willing to, give up some funds for us, we could definitely use it because me and Josh be coming out of pocket.
Copy that. Thank you. I'll be in contact with you guys too. I just did a holiday drive this past weekend. I'm doing one this.
We have another one this weekend.
This weekend in North Hollywood, so I got a lot of stuff. Maybe I could drop that shit off to y'all.
Yeah, it'll be his house. My house was used
Oh, good.
too many times. Actually,
I'll get in contact with y'all. You
AJ's
feel
home
me?
now.
Straight out the trunk, radio, the Healing Circle. You dig? Josh, AJ, the poet, reading this thing. We'll be right back.
Do me a favor. Don't do me no favors. It's gonna come up later. I don't need no handout. I gon' always, yeah. Do me a favor. Don't do me no favors. It's gonna come up later. I don't need no handout. I'm gon' always stand out. Mama, look at me, I'm the man now. Mama, look at me, I make you so proud. I don't need no handout. Where the fuck was you at when I was down? Yeah, liquor bring out the truth. I'ma bring out the tropes, niggas wanna trost. I'ma hang out with my bitch, cause niggas lips is loose. I done hung out on the dose, I held my own toe. They gave him 19, that's how they disown you. Put my back against the wall, what you gon' do? Everybody buying straps, I need one too. I can be God's child or Satan's son too. Depending on the day, depending on the mood. I got shit to get and niggas ain't afraid to lose. So why the fuck you think a nigga be afraid of you? Why the fuck you think a nigga be afraid of you? Do me a favor, don't do me no favors. It's gonna come up later, I don't need no handout. I gon' stand out. Mama, look at me, I'm the man now. Mama, look at me, I'm.
You ain't really bad, you ain't been through it. Nah, pull up with a mop, Mr. Clean Bullet. Drop top, something, we ain't seen you do it. Nah. Line on the catfish, nigga. Hot shit, let it block shit. Long 223s and chopstick. I got 2 freaks fucking in the cockpit. They don't dim time me, I'm toxic. I get a push, bros afraid of me. If you ain't paying, you can't complain to me. And that president type of time I'm on. Bitch, this shit rich and I'm in. You want me at my best. I want you in your best friend. You know me, I want extra. I do right with what I'm left with. I'm investing.
I need Chanel for the shoes, I need a whole lot of blues. My shit is straight on go, tryna make the news. I'm overload with the drip, you see all of these jewels. I'm the one on the west, just to tell you the truth. When I was up in that prison, man, all my friends went poof. Now I pull up in the latest, blinged out with no roof. Tryna suck me right here, little mama, be cool. Some of my bros left me hanging, but fuck them, they poof. Yeah, I've been running it up in these Balenciagas. She all on a nigga dick, I'm the Don Dada. Can't hold a conversation, we ain't talking commas. I'm a dog on these hoes, I'm a rock waller. Every time he on the song, shit be hot lava. Like RJ, I'm on, and that's on my mama. Yeah, it's young, richest niggas know what's up. This time around, me and Larry finna run it up. Hot shit, that block shit. Long 223s in the chopstick. I got 2 freaks fucking in the cockpit. They don't demon time me, I'm toxic. You gotta push, bros afraid of me. If you ain't paying, you can't complain to me. And that president type of time I'm on. Bitch, this shit rich and I'm in. You want me at my best. I want you in your best friend. You know me, I want extra. I do right with what I'm left with. I'm invested. Hey, walk up with a couple $100,000 on the table. Bitches ass naked with a pot on the face from another Quaalude. She gon' love me when she horny, want trade those. I got 50 in this 40, pressing. Put you down like depressants. I just deal with my wrongs and confession. Bitch, I fly with my dog, I'm a Jessie. She want dick in her jaw, that's a preference. Pressing. I'm big jumping out the coupe lit. Big $1,000 step in Louis shoe print. I just went to Blue Moon and got a new wrist. I've been playing through these blues like acoustic, stupid. Fly like a Cuban on Cupid. Just water like a wave on my fist, bitch, I duke it. Bitch, I'm a zombie, this time me exclusive. The bitch might be bi when she buy me, we fusion. Hot shit, little block shit. Long 223s and chopstick. I got 2 freaks fucking in the cockpit. They don't dim time me, I'm toxic. Yeah, the push, bros afraid of me. If you ain't paying, you can't complain to me. And that president type of time I'm on. Bitch, this shit rich and I'm young.
Mike done did it. He make it, I'ma kill it.
Yeah, my chain looking pissy. Call me Mr. Maxfield, watch me get drippy. I'm married with Javinci. I remember back then I used to hit fences. Yeah, free so and infants. Run with that thing on my hip, I be tripping. Digital dash 2020, what I'm pushing. Bitch up on my dick, tell that bitch I need some cushion. 2020, do the dash, we get mo dough. I ain't fucking with them niggas cause they broke though. 2020, I'm switching in that cocaine. I ain't fucking with no nigga, I'm in my own lane. Marry me, I'm dripping, I'm different. I ain't fucking with them niggas, I be sipping. Drinking walkie, the Aki, that trick. And you can't name one meal that a nigga miss. I'm a Roy Trail. It just came from a sentence, but my niggas getting money, put it for the bill. I don't kiss and I don't tell. I just broke a pound of cookies down and just put it on this large scale. My double cup, I need exotic pops. How a nigga do the dash, I ain't tryna stop. And I keep a Glock, watching for the ops. I'ma pop it too. Yeah, my chain looking pissy. Call me Mr. Maxfield, watch me get drippy. I'm married with Javinci. I remember back then I used to hit fences. Yeah, free so and infants. Run with that thing on my hip, I be tripping. Digital dash 2020, what I'm pushing. Bitch up on my dick, tell that bitch I need some cushion.
done did it. He make it, I'ma kill it.
Baby, what that shit do? I grab a walkie, pull the 6 up in the big blue. I only speak on all the topics that I've been through. My wrist be bustin' like the igloo. Belly got the blower, blow like a whistle. Red bottles, I'm bleeding nigga like a minstrel. I don't know that nigga, bro, who is you? Riding in the foreigns, ain't in no rental. When I'm riding around, got the Glocks up in them. Ayy, I be riding around with Glocks up in them. Purple lean in my cup, I got purple denim. She don't fuck with you, nigga, you too sentimental. I'm round in the foreign, and you in the rental. I'm round with him, he got pounds with him. If the pussy good and gushing, I'ma drown in it. Tell him call me Pissy P, I'm Mr. Mary. If that nigga hella broke, I ain't tryna hear it. Nigga broke, nigga shopping in the clearance. I'm shopping Maxfield, or I'm probably up in Nemus. Probably in Rodeo. I don't got a cape, I don't save hoes. Nigga, I probably got a Draco. Run with a nigga that'll get a nigga taped though. Run with a nigga in the back, get the case closed. Run with magazine, then I got a Draco. Tryna go and drop a couple bands at the safe house. When I'm off the lane, I never finish it. I be with some lows, and I be with some menaces. I be off the lane, little nigga, I ain't feelin' sick. I ain't never catch a COVID. Baby, what that shit do? I grab a walkie, pull the 6 up in the big blue. I only speak on all the topics that I've been through. My wrist be bustin' like the igloo. Belly got the blower, blow like a whistle. Red bottles, I'm bleeding nigga like a minstrel. I don't know that nigga, bro, who is you? Riding in the foreigns, ain't in no rental. When I'm riding around, got the Glocks up in them. I be getting around with Glocks, stay hot in thoughts. I need a bad bitch to come and take me off the block. I never speak about who I am and I'm not. I never speak about what I did and what I got. Nigga, I don't trip none. I be riding around the city with a big gun. Little nigga get it taped up. I be riding around with a Draco. Baby, what that shit do? I grab a walkie, pull the 6 up in the big blue. I only speak on all the topics that I've been through. My wrist be bustin' like the igloo. Belly got the blower, blow like a whistle. Red bottles, I'm bleeding nigga like a minstrel. I don't know that nigga, bro, who is you? Riding in the foreigns, ain't in no rental. When I'm riding around, got the Glocks up in them.
Mike done did it. He make it, I'ma kill it.
Got exotic in Lowe's and Perkins. Baby girl, she don't want Chanel. Baby said she want a Birkin. She gon' get up on the pole, baby gon' twerk it. I'ma throw some ones, baby, you can hold some. She gon' hop up in the Benz with the blue lights. If you run up the bands, baby, do right. Hop up in the Benz, fucking on the bands. I ain't trippin', I'ma spin, baby girl, please spin that. Hop up in the Benz, let me dim the lights. I'ma spend all that money if you get me right. Let me rob you out, let me put you in the house. I ain't trippin' by no nigga, hiding out. All them bitches want me, but I want you. I ain't trippin' by no nigga, I'ma go to him. I be kicking all this shit like I'm Goku. I ain't trippin' by no bitch, you my go-to. Watch me spend that money, watch me run it up. I ain't trippin' by no honey, I spend it on my lane. Trippin' by no bitch, man, I spend that on some jeans. Young nigga poppin' all that shit since the teen. Poppin' all that shit, red, green on the beam. EMG, get money, jump right after team. Pullin' up in Rarys. I be pulling up in vests, pulling up in shit, and I get that bitch wet in Lowe's and Perkins. Baby girl, she don't want Chanel, baby said she want a Birkin. She gon' get up on the pole, baby gon' twerk it. I'ma throw some ones, baby, you can hold some. She gon' hop up in the Benz with the blue lights. If you run up the bands, baby, do right. Hop up in the Benz, fucking on the bands. I ain't trippin', I'ma spin, baby girl, come spin that, yeah.
Mike done did it. He make it, I'ma kill it.
Hey, how the fuck start the coupe and I ain't got the key? 24 on my chain like my bitch weed. I ain't even want the bitch to tell a bitch to leave. If the coupe come from old, that's my bitch speed. Hey, I do the shit with it. Smoking out the pound, I be smoking peas. 700 on a couple T's. Hey, I do the shit with it. I'm hopping out that coupe, do the shit with it. I'ma spray a nigga quick like some Febreze. I just spent like 60-100 on some white tees. I ain't even want the bitch cause they don't like me. They don't like me cause I'm exquisite. I'm a young nigga, I ain't need her back. She lazy. I be popping shit like a nigga out the 80s. Popping all this shit like a nigga having crack. Sipping on a walkie, but I'm used to having ass. Bitch, add me up, baby, tie me up. I'ma spend a couple bands, bitch. These are Mary pants. I done ran 100 bands, bitch, in these jeans up. I be off the purse, got a habit with the lean up. Off the lean, I be burping. Pop it for a nigga, baby, pop it on the surface. Get it with my niggas, everything for a circle. Chanel bag, baby, go and get a Birkin. She can go and get a Birkin. Everything I do, I'ma do it with a purpose. I be off the drink, baby, looking for a search. I got lean habits. Call my nigga up and he told me he ain't have it. How the fuck start the coupe and I ain't got the keys? 24 on my chain like my bitch weed. I ain't even want the bitch to tell a bitch to leave. Put the coupe and come from oh, that's my bitch speed. Hey, I do the shit with ease. Smoking out the pound, I be smoking peas. 700 on a couple T's. Hey, I do the shit with ease. Nosy little nigga, he can eavesdrop it. Told my nigga quit, but he ain't stopping. Off the lean, nigga, I be lean bobbling. I'ma get that money, I'ma run it up. I ain't wanna fuck a bitch, I'ma hunt it up. She a ratchet little bitch with a tummy tuck. I just want another glizzy, I'm fizzy. Another bust down, niggas looking at me silly. Niggas looking at me, cause my wrist broke. I just wanna fuck a rich hoe. I be getting all this big dough. I'ma pop it like I'm
Straight Out the Trunk Radio, we is back. Straight Out the Trunk Radio every Monday night, 10 p.m. to midnight on acceleradio.net. Before you heard this, you feel me? We had an interview with The Healing Circle. Shout out Josh and AJ.
Huge thanks for them
Thank
coming.
you, Jess, for that.
Yeah, they had to come. Their events were so amazing. Like I can't wait for them to come back.
You dig. But now, over the break, y'all been hearing, you feel me, this right here, you feel me, this is all Petty. You feel me, we have PettyPetty in the motherfucking house, and we have Mike Almighty in the motherfucking house. What it do?
What's up, y'all?
How's it going? Hold on. Let me turn y'all mics on one time. Welcome. How's it going?
How y'all doing? What's good, y'all?
Petty in the building.
Yes,
Mike Almighty in this bitch. Yes,
How's
sir.
it going? How's y'all weekend?
Weekend, lovely. I don't know what I did, but it was cool. It was a vibe.
Yeah, it was good. It was cool.
That's what happened in quarantine. We don't know what we doing no more. You feel me? Every
working.
day's the same shit. You feel me? That's all.
Exactly. So what have y'all been doing as of lately to kind of stay inspired and keep that energy, keep that fire going in you?
Lately just been linking up with other artists, staying in the streets a little bit. Not really like that, but staying where I'm supposed to be, if anything. Studio, video shoots, other people photo shoots, whatever. The homies got some shit, I'm gonna pull up to it. Like, stay in tune, networking.
Right. And yourself?
And same thing, just anything productive. Linking with different producers, artists, and just trying to keep the work going. That's it. Staying busy up.
And I like how you said, I'm staying like in the streets, but I'm like in the right places.
Yeah.
Because a lot of niggas be in here, and
right.
But
You're not
like,
looking for trouble.
Why you over there? You feel me? But if you over here with your homie and he's doing some productive shit, like. Not no real shit really about to happen like that. You feel me? And some productive shit, you know.
Right, exactly.
So, how do y'all two link up?
How do we link up? Like, well, as far as for the tape, we've been to each other and shit. We from the district. We all from the same place and shit. But as far as us linking up, he was putting a tape together for everybody from the city, and we ended up making a song, which is on the tape, to Steve Austin with Blue Bloods DJ, and he was gonna put that on his tape, but. After that, we had made a couple of some more songs, and then we were just thinking like, damn, we got a little vibe going on. So we just ended up transitioning, thinking some shit out, and then we came up with All Petty, and we worked on it, and it came out.
Word.
So the name PettyPetty, like, how did you come up with that, and especially to put it twice back to back like that?
You must be petty.
You know what I mean? Like, was you trying to prove a point with that? I mean, like, we get it, you know?
I'll be pissed, like, nigga, fuck
Nigga, petty money. I got that from playing football though. My coach gave me that name because it's my last name. Petty is my last name, but they said it twice. On some, I don't know how it came twice.
That's some shit.
That nigga late. Petty, where you at?
Bro, that's dope.
It came twice, but so I just ran with that. I don't know. It's something different, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like as far as it being petty, it cancels out of me being petty. Like,
got you.
Like,
okay,
I'm not petty like that.
I see what you did there. So you said you played football. You played in high school. You played in college. You played.
I played in high school.
Played in high school.
Yeah.
Locally, you played in LA.
I played in Crenshaw High School 4 years. All 4.
Well, you're really.
Yep. From 2008 to 2012. Yeah.
That's what
He played with the Black Mamba.
I was gonna say, I know D'Anthony.
Yeah, that's
Did you
my
play
boy.
in the Snoop League?
Snoop League, I played Snoop League. I played for the demos though. I didn't play for the.
We played
Bears.
for the Steelers, so
okay.
we was on Snoop's team. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I
Okay,
played for the
wow,
Raiders.
small
I was on
world.
the Raiders. Yeah.
The Rolling Heights?
No, I went. That was the year before. Then I was on West LA Radio. Rolling Heights was when Snoop.
Right, that was our.
Yeah,
wow.
See, that was Snoop. I went to West LA when y'all went to Pomona. Yeah.
That's
Snoop
crazy.
That Snoop Lee was.
That was
Let
a
me
whole
tell you,
era.
it's a whole different breed.
He breeding and fell stars.
Yeah,
he did.
And rappers
I know.
too.
And rappers.
Yeah, Blue Buck, all them niggas was in there.
Right,
Yeah,
my brother played.
I played with Blue Blacks and DJ.
You probably
Blue
know.
Blacks
Y'all
was my
probably know
DJ.
my brother then.
He
That's
our
crazy.
quarterback.
Yeah, shit
Who's
hard.
your brother?
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo.
Mike Bell.
I think so.
He played for the Bills now, but
The Bills? Oh, yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They whooped some ass tonight.
Yeah, of course. You know I had to catch the game before I got in the car.
Well, like, how's that transition from football to music? Because everybody knows football dreams. Like, I'm about to make it to the league.
Right.
Well, me personally, I can't just say that. Like, I don't think I would. I mean, I always love football. Don't get it twisted. But like, as far as school, I always walked around, listened to my own shit, iPod, whatever. I was in my own world, like always, most of the time in school. So I feel like music always been my thing, but that wasn't just something to jump into right then and there. Like, I don't feel like that would have just made my career, made my life back then and there. But after high school, I had to think about it. Me and my homies, we just thought about it, and we was already putting on. So it was like, shit, why not rap? Like, you know what I'm saying? We already living a life that niggas are rapping about. So why not do it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So when did you learn that you had some talent with this? You know what I mean? That you heard yourself in the booth, and heard it through the speakers, and was like, you know what? I could keep doing this.
So the first time, like, I mean, my first song I recorded wasn't the first song I dropped. So I mean, we was going to the studio, just checking shit out, trying it out, and I had a song. My first song that went crazy was Juggin', and I never had released it. Like, people would just hear it, and most of the people would be like, bro, play that song, bro. Play that song there. Your shit hot, play it. But I'm like, how y'all hear it? But then I ended up dropping it, and then Draco even had posted it and shit, and he was supposed to get on the remix of that shit, but I don't know. I think when he posted it, it went even more crazy. But that's how it happened. Like.
So how did the two of you link up? Because yourself, Mike Almighty, when I saw you walk in, I was like, I know who this is. Like, you know what I mean? I used to listen to y'all back in the day.
Yeah.
So before we get into how y'all linked up, what happened? What
It's crazy. It's the
Because y'all
first
disappeared.
interview. Yeah, first interview. No one ever asked me that.
No, because I really I mean, nothing against any other jerking group back in the day, but me and my siblings in my circle, we actually loved your group. You know what I mean? So I had to know.
Everybody just went their own separate way. We actually got signed. That's what did happen. We did get signed to Def Jam. Max Goose, we got signed to Max Goose. YG got signed to him at the time too. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. We was too close as homies to let that shit like fuck us up. You feel what I'm saying? And once we realized that shit was really that strong, you feel me? With like this industry is crazy. We just we had to back up. We all went our separate ways. Me as a producer, it was kind of hard for me to get out of the music. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm a producer, I make beats for everybody. So opportunities, excuse me, opportunities opened up, like New Boys and YG working with these artists and shit. So from that, I just kept going, you know what I'm saying? So.
And how did that lead into the two of you being able to come up with this project?
Like I said, I was working, well, like he said, I was working on a project featuring all the artists in the city. And just from the past, like you said, just from knowing the name Mike Almighty and what I did in the past, artists were like willing to hop on my shit. Like, yo, bro, hell yeah, I want to get on your shit. I know who you are, you feel me? So from doing that, getting the project together, I was getting everybody in the city. That's Hot One Take, Rucci, everybody, you know what I'm saying? And then once we started our songs, I had linked them with him and Blue Bucks. I was putting all the artists on different songs. So I got him and Blue Bucks together, and then we made a few more records. Him and AZ Sway got on a song.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we did a few different songs, and I was just like, yo, I like this vibe. That, you know what I'm saying? This vibe is low-key a little different from the other artists. Let's try to make a little project, and it took like a month. We just knocked that motherfucker out.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was tight.
You getting signed for that period of time, like, what did you learn from that, and that you take on today with your new business ventures?
I mean, I was young, bro. I was only 16 when I got signed, so I only had my mom at the time. You feel me? So we ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it was a real wake up call for me. And at the time when I was going through it, I was just going through it. I was just happy that I was making music. My best friend, you know what I'm saying? He was just watching me shine. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy working with Miguel and with these artists. I wasn't thinking about the business until I got 19 and shit start slowing down and all that shit, and I'm like, yo, where's all the
Yeah.
the earnings and stuff from this stuff? You know what I'm saying? And I'm listening to people and niggas like, bro, you never went to BMI, you never signed up for registered your records and whoop whoop whoop. I'm like, oh no, I never did this stuff. And then that's when I started to understand it's just a little more
It's
tedious.
a business,
It's
yeah.
tedious, you know what I'm saying?
They don't talk.
They don't
don't,
tell you
and
about
that's
that
crazy.
stuff.
It
They don't
happens
tell
too
you about.
often.
And me being so young, you expect, you know, older cats and stuff, especially you know, black and all that stuff coming from where we come from, to help you out. But that the business is finicky and it gets real tricky. So it really put me on game to where you gotta read. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read. Niggas like Nip, you know what I'm saying, put us on game on a lot of stuff. You feel me? And just you got to take control of your career. You feel what I'm saying? And that's as soon as we start linking, I linked up with all these artists and stuff. That's the first thing I would tell them. And you know what I mean? And they would look at me like, who is this nigga? Like, to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, watch you know, who, like, they looking at my chains and whatnot. Like, this nigga not here right now, so why would I listen to him? But I'm just telling you where I was coming from. Like, it's some real shit, bro. They will take everything. It should get wiped away from you, put you on the shelf, all that shit. I learned all that shit quick. 1 year, 16, 17, I learned that shit quick, bro. And there's a lot of artists, I'm pretty sure that will come up in here and tell you the same thing, straight up.
Okay. Understand. PettyPetty, can you describe growing up in Crenshaw, the Crenshaw district? Like, what has it taught you? What has it like molded you into?
Growing up in the Crenshaw district is like, it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time, but it's cool because you get to learn from it. Like, growing up, it make you a man, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, as far as like, you know, when you're young, you doing a lot of dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? You might be robbing, stealing, just holding weapons, running with the wrong people or whatever the case is. But when you get older and you get past, you know, high school and shit like that, you start to learn, you start to see shit and see who really for you and shit like that, and see a whole different shit. I can see it's like different from Compton and Long Beach and all the other little shit. I feel like our side of town is just like authentic. I don't know, like, I feel like people try to be like us, so I guess like we gotta just keep it real. And from our side of the section, we gotta keep it real. It comes from keep it real, like. That's I guess that's all I learned. You know, to keep it real. Like I'm saying, stay away from certain shit. It's everything a lesson. That's what I just see. I learned that.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
Growing up in the Crenshaw district, bro. I mean, like I said in the interview before, they say it's pretty. I mean, what is it again? It's funny in this city. Just because it's sunny outside don't mean it's pretty. That's what Crenshaw is. That's what it is for me. Like, straight up in those words. Say it, you know, just because it's sunny outside don't mean it's pretty.
And shit.
Palm trees is beautiful. You know, we got the culture. It's Lamert Park.
That's what I'm saying. Over the years, I fell in love with Crenshaw because of like Lamert Park and like there's so much black heritage and like black owned there.
I feel like right now, like we like embracing Lamert Park a little more because I feel like people more know of like Crenshaw where Nipsey, you know, but it's more to Lamert Park.
Even like Lamert Park Village, like I went down there and they had like the incense and they had like right where Hot and Cool Cafe is. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate it because that's my lane personally. You know what I mean? So having those spaces is really important. You know what I mean? And being able to incorporate that in your mission is incredible. So how do y'all see? As far as leaving a legacy, because I'm sure, like, once you step into music, it's about leaving people hearing you, people seeing you, people acknowledging what the energy that you're trying to exude. So, how do you guys plan on, just even as individuals, how do you guys plan on being remembered, coming from this area, having the audience that you have? What legacy are you trying to leave?
Right now, I'm trying to like more of like do more shit of like giving back, like showing up more, like really more to Lamert Park because it's like it's starting to do more shit. We starting to have events like Saturdays and Sundays and shit. But I give a shot, 6Ev, like he started it. I want to say I want to shout him out, shout 6Ev because he really putting on. That's really fire. I seen that and it gave me thought to even realize like we need to all do it, not just more than one person. We need to all embrace where we come from. Lamert Park is missing something. Like,
Right. Okay. So with this project you guys have together, walk us through that process of you guys having to have two brains work together, especially in a creative space, because that can be kind of, you know, hit and miss. Yeah. So tell us the organic process about how you guys were able to get through it.
Like with me and him, like I don't feel like it was never nothing. Like it wasn't like no coaching, no nothing. Like I just feel like with me, I just feel like he came in the studio with energy, and I came in with energy because at first when I first started recording with bro, like I ain't gonna lie, the first thing when I recording with anybody, I feel like I got to give off like an impression. Like I got to give him like I want them to know like damn he is fire. Like you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like so I don't want nobody to be like. But even I feel like he had critique like you know like nah bro change that. So I feel like when I did come,
were
in,
you
I was
open to it?
I was open to it. Yeah.
Okay.
But for anybody to critique me, it's cool because I don't want nobody just to be like. Yeah, because I know I freestyle. I don't just write music all the time. So most of the times, if something come off the head wrong, somebody should be like, "Hey, bro, wait." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just thinking. I'm thinking too fast. I'm trying to finish the song, kind of. So, like with me and him, I just felt like it was organic and everything was a vibe. The beats he was playing was selective for me. Like everything was cool, and he making beats inside the studio. So that shit was like a vibe. I don't know. It was a cool vibe.
Okay, and then coming from a producer mind frame, how did that go for you?
I mean, I'm very. I'm not gonna say creative. I can't say I'm very creative, but like I'm I like to.
You is.
Yeah.
You is.
No, but you know, I like to. I knew for sure when I was doing this project with Petty that I wanted to bring energy, just because I know how like the music that he makes is very smooth. I knew from the jump, like, yo, I'm about to bring energy to this project with all these beats. So when he was making all these songs, in the back of my mind, even though he was rapping on the songs, I already knew I was changing beats and woo, but I never wanted to throw it on him like, yo, bro, I'm about to change this beat right now so where it can fuck up his vibe. So when we were done with the songs, I went back and changed like every beat by myself in my crib, like kept playing them, sending them to him different versions. He like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, what's going on, bro?
Like, wake up to some shit like,
yeah, bro. But that was how I showed my side of it. Like, yo, this is what I'm like. I'm not just no regular.
No,
producer,
it showed you
bro.
that you was invested. Actually,
Yeah.
you wasn't like,
Exactly.
you wasn't just a regular producer, like another producer.
Just gonna throw you tracks,
exactly,
bro. I wanted to show my like creativity. You know what I'm saying? This is what I like to do. I really want to be like known as like this dude that just not just throws the record, creates the record. You feel me? Once the record came back, I like to go around and add sounds, post production. You know what I'm saying?
All right, for your studio process, like he said, he sometimes don't write. He just freestyle.
He never writes.
Oh, he never writes. Do you mind artists that don't write versus artists that do write, or do you mind artists that write more than they freestyle? Because sometimes you be like, damn,
I just like artists. The only thing I don't care what an artist does. I just like artists prepared. Like,
Prepared in what way?
Like,
or which ways?
For instance, like there's certain, even prepared to write. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be. There's some artists that come in and they gotta do. There's nothing wrong with getting yourself ready to write and stuff. You know, niggas like to smoke and get their shit stuff, but some people get out of the way and then end up taking 4 hours to write the song. When I like to do my records and come to my, it's low key even. I don't know how it got like that, but the vibe low key just came out of nowhere. When you come to Mike's session, come ready. It's just I don't know where it came from. Niggas just come in with their songs ready. And so I guess from that happening for so long, when people come unprepared, they low key like it just don't. It just bothers me.
I can just see it like, Nick, come prepared.
Come like,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Let's
like, hey, Mike come his studio says you need to come prepared.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just be ready to work. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't care if you write or freestyle. Just be ready to work.
I hear that.
Right. Well, I mean, in the same regard, as a producer, have you had those times where you're not ready? You know what I mean? Like, where you're kind of cooking up on the spot. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but does that frustrate? I'm sure, because we're kind of all our biggest critics, you know what I mean? So is that something about yourself where you come to the studio, you like, damn, I don't got nothing ready.
Yeah.
But then you kind of have to cook up on the spot. Like, do you kind of hold less value to it because you had to cook it up on the spot? Or, you know what I mean? Like, how does that work for you as a producer?
But see, I would say, I would hold less value to it. But honestly, like I said, I know in the back of my mind what I'm about to be doing when this nigga rap on this track. I'm literally hearing drums and shit while this nigga rapping.
You already working.
I'm already working. So it's cool for me to be like, yo, take this. And I'll let a nigga know, like, yo, bro, this ain't the end. You feel me?
Petty,
niggas,
so did you get this from him then? So are you only not writing because he don't want nobody writing in the studio?
I never came like
that. Never.
He was already like
okay.
But I get that. I feel like I get that because I don't like, even in the studio session, I always wanted that to be like a goal of mine to not write, because when I'm stuck, I might write a song at home, and when I get on the mic, it's not sounding what I want it to sound like. Like, it might sound like it, but my voice might be I'm sounding different in my head.
Right, it's a process.
So when I get to the mic and I hear the beat, my voice, I don't know, I guess it's my voice, however it is, it just go off the beat. So I'd rather freestyle. Like, so I feel like that.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Understand, what are some other things you do besides rap? That you enjoy hobby wise?
I was fucking with the gym heavy before the coronavirus shit, I get high, I guess. I mean, I fuck with my kid and shit. I do a lot of shit with my son. I just got a dog I've been fucking with. Yeah, I just got a Frenchie. And I just like, putting designer, putting clothes on.
That's another kid.
Stepping out.
Yeah,
that's another kid.
Whole
another kid.
They be cute for a while when they grow up.
Man, I gotta wake up out my sleep, cleaning all this shit.
Right.
2 times.
You ready to go to the bathroom at 6:30 in the morning?
No,
like,
real. Is there gonna be another collab tape between you guys two in 2021 in the future?
Most definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We definitely trying
I
to.
feel like we could drop something right now. Like,
we can. We got records, man. We got
videos and records. Like,
we got a lot of shit.
Right now, I'm just trying to come more. Like, I'm just trying to be more industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody else doing the same shit. Like, I don't want to fall in the category with everybody else.
You say you want to be more industry?
Like, yeah, like everything I do, like, even moving, anything, videos, looking. Budget looking like, you know what I'm saying, everything.
Like, we just trying to make it just hold a higher value.
No, I get it. When you say industry, you don't want to be like an R&B video every fucking time. Like
SoundCloud rapper or whatever, however they call it.
Right, because I be trying to make that clear. Everybody that come in here, because we know that's a vibe that people love, but it gets old to me quick. That whole, let's get an Airbnb, let's get some 1942, let's get a pound of weed, and just get drunk, get high, and just see how it sounds. You know what I mean?
Invite me though.
I'm pulling up.
It's fun, but I'm just saying, like, that shit comes through the video, it comes through the song. You know what I mean? Like, we appreciate that it gets the vibe right, but at the same time, I can listen to that shit like twice.
Yeah, right. So
not even listen, just look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
I want you to even go back and look at certain shit, or even where they at, who they with, or just certain shit, everything, like what y'all got on, everything. I want people to really be in take with the videos. Just like I be when I'm watching somebody videos and shit, I might not care how many times I watch it because I like this song and the video.
Right. Exactly.
Right, so.
Exactly. It's a whole vibe. It comes in one.
Right. Even with the labels and shit, they might look at it like, damn, what is he? He taking himself serious. So it's like, I want to come right.
I fucks with this.
Yeah.
I like this duo right here. You feel me? I like your energy as well. So
yeah, no, that's why it's cool.
very
like, I
authentic
always
with
needed.
y'all.
I feel like I needed a team, and with me and him, it made it perfect. Like,
That's why we went with the album cover too, the Riley and Huey remake. That's why we went with that shit, just to show that we two sides. We obviously come from the same place, but we got two different vibes to each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's
why
like
the Riley and Huey though?
I mean,
that's a very distinct
obviously
pair to compare to.
He's a little more.
Who's Riley and who's Huey?
He's rough on the edges.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's be honest.
I see some shit.
Go on, like, bro. You come around him, you gonna see some shit like that. Right. You gonna be like, oh shit, this is crazy over here. Yeah, I'm a little more like, quiet and shit. You know what I'm saying? Always in my head, coming up with creative ideas. And he sometimes I annoy him with creative ideas. He be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I just come up with this shit. Like, so yeah.
Right. So it works. It works. You guys
lovely, awesome.
What's some things quarantine have taught you about yourself?
That I cannot. I hate being bored. That I can't not sit still. Like, I can't. I don't even feel like. I've been in the house, but I ain't been in the house. Like, I've been around. Like, I ain't just sat here in quarantine. When I first heard quarantine, I was like, we really got to sit in the house for real. No food, no this, that, no weed, and yeah, I was devastated. But
right. Do you think it's harder because, like, especially when people that kind of identify as homebodies and people that enjoy being in the house on the weekends, like myself, but then, like, they give you a shutdown and you can't go nowhere. Now you just all of a sudden turn into this person. I ain't never wanted to go out so much in my life, and I don't go nowhere.
I need to go out.
That's the
so how are you guys able to?
You gotta move.
How, like, since you can't move though, like, how are you able to just kind of just like, what do you do in the house
so
that
now,
makes you
like literally we've been in the house like a week, stay in the same building, so it's like that's one thing that's easy. So like as far as I be having weed, like I have a numerous run of weed, so it's like I don't have to leave my house. If it was anything to leave the house, if I gotta leave my house, it's for like blunt wraps and shit like that. Like
weed,
food, like even Postmates kind of help me out, but I'm starting to not want the same food, so I might have to drive a little bit. Other than that, I don't leave the house too much now.
Yeah, you said the same building. So was to record this album? Was this easy? Was it like just to go up?
We didn't like. Nah, we didn't even start. Yeah, we just moved in the same building.
The tape was dropped already.
The tape was already out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the tape was already out. Yeah, when I had moved into the building,
Nigga, I was like, bro, I seen all the vacancy, all the little white people and shit. I'm like, bro, this shit solid, bro. This shit fly, bro. Come through, bro. You feel me? They got vacancies. And you just came through, bro.
And got kids. I got 3 kids. Next project, it's gonna be even more crazier because we right here.
Yeah, and as we kind of look into the new year, I mean, you know, Lord willing, things will get back to we can be at our festivals and our concerts and be back on the road. So going into that life, what is something that you guys plan on doing into the new year when things open up? How do you guys hope to kind of reconnect back to your fans?
Well, right now, that's what we got to think about certain shit. But I was thinking about like doing a couple giveaways and certain stuff, like giving back or certain shit, just having meet up pop-up shops and certain stuff like that. But I'm gonna end up dropping more. I want to do a video where I just have all my fans come out and we just come vibe out and come to the video.
Nice.
And, like, you know, do more shit for the fans. Like,
yeah. Okay.
I likes that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear that enough. A lot of these rappers, they be, you know, they don't want to be that. They don't value that connection, that direct connection to their fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's dope.
What are you doing? Is that your brand that you wearing? Petty Petty?
GMG, Get Money Genre, Mix with Flood, you know.
Flood, is that both of y'all? Flood is yours, Mike.
Flood, yeah.
And was it?
GMG.
GMG. What's
Get
stand
Money
for?
Genre.
Get Money Genre.
Get Money Genre.
And Flood, what Flood? Is this Flood? Was it an acronym for anything?
Nah, it's not an acronym. It's just,
we just flood and we wavy.
Yeah, I mean, it's personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to tell people, but you know what I'm saying? It is something that it does stand for something. You know what I'm saying? But
how long have you had this?
I've been talking about Flood for like the last 2 years. I've been promoting Flood. It's basically like control the wave. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's just about the wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like, you know, everybody, when it's people be like, "Oh, hop on the wave," you know what I'm saying? I feel like people kind of, you know, literally use those terms, you know what I'm saying, and run with it, like, yo, hop on the wave and then leave it alone and just let it go. Kind of like what we done with everything, jerking movement, you know, and everything. So when I say Flood, I feel like control the wave. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was, we control what's hot and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
And then for yours, Get Money Genre?
Get Money Genre, like, so most of the shit I'm talking about is like more money anyway. Like everything is kind of like, even when you the poor, like money as far as basically is money. Like, you know, the struggle is all about money. Like, so Get Money Genre just like the genre of money. Like, we speaking a lot of fly shit. We speaking a whole lot of it. Like, so that's what I come with it. And like, and then I've been calling it the genre basically because we like our own genre. Like, that's how I feel. I feel like we got our own sound in the genre.
Very nice.
Music wise, who do you look up to, Petty Petty?
Look up to, I would say Young Thug. Young Thug. I don't know. It ain't too many people I like look up to like that. But I mean, I could say no cap. I listen. I fuck with him a lot, so I guess I could say I look up to him. Rilo. There's some new people I've been looking up. Lil Baby. I've been looking up to a lot of these, you know, NBA young boy.
Understand. Okay, Mike, man. What about you over here, man? What about producers?
Pharrell, hands down. Pharrell. Honestly, I can't even. Marshmello. Y'all don't know if you guys know Marshmello.
Yeah, we know who Marshmello is.
That dude is like. That's what. If y'all see if you've paid attention to what I've been doing for the last year, that's the type of energy I'm trying to set off. Like Pharrell, Marshmello, kind of like controlling my art. Even though it's production, I want to control it like that. You know what I'm saying? I really look up to those dudes for sure.
But y'all heard the difference of mine. That's what make us different, like, you know.
Oh yeah.
But
I heard him.
Who look up to.
Yeah, street niggas versus creative niggas.
Right, because you never really hit like you said, Pharrell is that one. Like, as far as a producer bag, like.
Nobody will say that.
Like, nobody, not from here, exactly. Not.
You don't need a tag. If you don't need a tag,
that 4 count is cold.
You know what it is.
You know.
What y'all just described, man. You ever seen the movie Wanted?
Yeah.
And when he Wanted with Jessica Alba and she curved the bullet.
Yeah, I seen that movie.
Oh, I love that. So it got
what's
it has Morgan Freeman in it.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
So when y'all described yourself, you feel me? Creative is Mike over here curving the bullet. Okay. NBA young boy, you feel me? Just shooting the actual gun. You feel me? So that's the picture I have in my head. Like, bam! It still killed a nigga, but it's real wavy and curvy. That's some creative shit. You feel me? How you make a bullet curve? I don't know. I tell you that gentleman Jack from the first interview.
Yeah, it is because I don't know what the hell you talking about.
You don't remember?
No,
you never seen that?
Okay,
Oh,
no.
you
want it?
haven't
Oh,
seen
you
one?
sleep, you
Yeah,
sleep.
I saw it though. I thought I'm gonna go home
he
and watch
curved-
that.
they
I'm gonna
curve
watch
a
that.
bullet.
That shit
Yeah.
tight. I'm about to
Right,
go
it's
home
still
and
a
watch
bullet
that for
though.
sure.
Yeah, it's the
Smoke,
one time
rolling
Morgan
up
Freeman
tonight,
played
getting high
evil.
watching that.
One time.
Real shit.
It's the
I'm
one
asleep.
time
I
we
ain't
see.
seen that one.
Ah!
I ain't seen that one.
Man, that
On the
shit
project,
tight.
you have a favorite track.
Favorite track? This one playing right here.
XLP.
No, it sound like it though, but not. All of them a vibe. Damn. Fuck. I'm gonna go with Stiff Form and Maxfield. But Stiff Form, I feel like that shit is a vibe. Oh my god. He went crazy on them kids.
I'm still going. I would still go with Purple. I like Purple and XLP right here. The one I'm playing.
And when you make beats, Mike, do you be like, yo, this beat's gonna be for such and such, or do you just wait for people to come into the studio and like give them like let them hear them?
Surprisingly, if everybody don't think I think about them, I think about every single artist before I make a beat. Just like I think about Pet. Like I got a whole list with their name next to it, just like the YouTube beats, but they ain't on YouTube.
Got you.
You know
Got
what I'm saying?
you.
Like that.
Type beat.
Type beats.
Type beat.
Literally, I got every damn near artist you could think of out here with their beats in there. So.
And with the features on All Petty, was this because of you, Mike, or was this the relationships you already formed, Petty?
This was both of us. Both of us. It wasn't no pressure. Everything was normal.
Yeah,
organic.
The Blue Bucks feature came from it was just both. Yeah, when you think about it, veggies.
Because it was like I knew DJ, but he brought us to the studio. And he was like, "Shit, y'all want to get on? Yeah, let's go." Like,
Yeah.
I knew veggies when he
Oh,
said
that's
shook
great.
hands. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
yeah.
Like, what the fuck? It's just like it was all good. It was all love.
How important is it for you just to be around the same type of energy? Like, say you in the studio, but you're not recording. How important is that as an artist, because you're just there to network?
For me, I feel like it's very important. But then again, I feel like because I used to just sit around in the studio and not work. So to sit around and just not work, it's not like it's cool, but you gotta want to work too. Like I don't want to just be sitting here watching everybody work when I'm not. That's not me working. Like, you know what I'm saying. But it's cool to just sit down. If you in there with some bigger people, it's not like if you sitting in there chilling with some people that just it's like worthless. But if you sitting in there with some people that's top, or you learning something with some good producers and stuff like that, take notes. It's cool. I fuck with that. I've been in the studio with a lot of like Travis Scott. I've been in the studio with Metro Boomin, like a lot of top people, and it's just cool to even sit in there and see what they talking about and all that type of shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What about you, Mike? Producer wise?
Same. Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with exactly what he's saying. I feel like when you're in the stew, and you're not the one that's at the table or anything like that. That's just, I feel, you need to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in there with like Polo the Dons and stuff like that. Well, I am. I've been in the studio. Well, I am before. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta sit. You know what I'm saying? It might not have been your time. Sleepy boy. So yeah, it might not have been your time. You know what I'm saying? So
it's so crazy because I didn't been when I mentioned being in the studio with I was in the studio with Metro and Southside, but most of the time I was in the studio with them just getting high most of the hour. Then like it get to a point where they not recording them, or they be just having studios booked the whole time. So when they not recording this, go ahead, do what you gotta. Go ahead, let me see what you got. I didn't know. It's like now it's your turn. Like
now
you might have been in there
That's
the
what I
whole
was about to
hours
say.
and not doing nothing, but now the spotlight is on you now. Like that's cool. Like so, sit there to take notes, or might hear the beats that they playing, get in the vibe. Like don't just be sitting in there asleep. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Like a lot of people just sitting there asleep. Like you know,
because they smoke all damn time.
Yeah,
they
you know.
See. Ooh, see, I get
that's
you.
the main thing.
Yeah.
See, that's how they get you. You feel me? Like smoke all this weed. You feel me?
Yeah,
Pass
smoke.
out. You ain't gonna get on this.
You ain't
fucking
about to
thing.
get on the zone, though.
Right.
Right.
The
You know
ones
what I mean?
that actually like
Right.
utilize what the weed is doing to you. You know
Because
what I mean?
think
It's a
about it.
test.
Pass that
It's a
to people,
test.
Nigga. Pass it. I'm up, nigga. No,
Everybody might fall asleep, but him and the engineer, and it's just you up now.
You know what I
might be
mean?
the one running
Yeah,
like,
it's your
oh shit,
time.
how you feel about this song? Now y'all done created a vibe. Y'all created a relationship.
Exactly.
Off you stand up.
I love that.
So,
I love that.
The coming from LA, like how's the response been? Like, you know what I mean? Because LA ain't, especially with music, like people put out music every day. It's a new rapper every day out here. So how have you been able to gather like the support that you have, both of you, the support that you have just for your pure talent, for your pure sound?
I just feel like I've been putting myself more in the light for them to see what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? They could see what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and I'm doing it very efficiently. So I feel like that's what's catching their attention, and we coming out with good music, good videos. So I feel like everything in the total is making them pay attention.
Exactly. Like it's coming from a real spot.
Yeah, like everything organically, everything is coming. Like,
yeah. Okay. And then you, Mike, how have you been able to, like I said, coming from working in the past, being able to kind of turn a new leaf and come with a new sound, a new look, a new everything? Like, how did you kind of elevate? What have you done different?
Shit, collect my money. Collect all that fucking money we was doing, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. No. First thing first, take care of business. That's the first thing we did to elevate. I mean, I did to elevate. Take care of business. And then get out of that shy shit. I was shy.
That's what it was. I feel like
I just
had
had
a lot of shit like coming around. I'm not shy around this time. Like, so if I see somebody I feel like I need to network with, I'm
I gotta say
like,
something. I gotta stop being that.
But I just ran into the dude who made a song with Lil Baby, the hot boy dude. I don't know if y'all know who that is. He was in Miami. I ran into him. And I just ended up walking up to him like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I ran into Tusi. I ran into Block Boy JB. I ran into a couple of people. But it's like,
just getting out there.
You gotta say something.
And it
You just don't know.
And it seems like when you say something, excuse me, I mean to be loud. Seems like when you say something, you start running into more motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You're like, goddamn, I'm gonna start showing my ass, man. It seems like the shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like that's what it was. Like from the jump. Like, I'm glad that you know about the past. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole bad chick alert shit, my mama made me get on that song.
You, man,
I was shy. That's how shy I was. That was my first beat I ever made in my life.
And your mama made you get on that?
My mama was like, "Yo, this your first beat you ever made, son? Yeah, 16. You about to get on this song." And I'm like, they were called the Rangers at the time, and I just remember I was nervous, like, "Mom, I don't know these dudes like that." She's like, "I don't give a fuck. You made the beat. I want this motherfucker." And I hopped on that shit, and from that moment, it went on. Like, she made my name and like, she didn't make the name, but CJ gave me the name off a joke, and then they literally on the spot, "Nigga, you Mike Almighty, let's go." And we just ran with it.
It be like that.
You can't be shy no more. You feel what I'm saying?
What kind of and that's what I got from y'all. Like, from following you all from the past, you guys, along with the music, were very transparent because you guys kind of gave like a vlog series. You guys did the behind the scenes, so we got to know who you guys were. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it made the music that much better. So is that something that you kind of plan on incorporating now into this new Mike Almighty, All Petty type of vibe? Like, do you guys plan on doing like giving like the behind the scenes? Because some people be kind of stingy with that.
See, that's what I'm more on right now. Like, as far as the videos and shit, like I don't need just one cameraman there. I need a cameraman, another cameraman, photo cameraman, shoot,
a photographer,
all of that. I need it all because when I'm like, say I want pictures and all that, I don't want pictures on my iPhone. I want real good pictures, and people like the shit we do behind the scenes be the tight shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, where people want to see like, damn, how did that, where was they at, or maybe how many people was there, because a lot of times you don't see that. Like, sometimes you don't even see the full outfit that we got on in the video, so it's like all that matters to me. I feel like that too, but that's why we're starting to come with more of that behind the scenes and more just vlog type of shit. There's a lot of shit.
Have you ever had anybody kind of, I don't know if you get offended by these types of things, but people with comparing, you know what I mean? Like, have you been compared to other artists in the city? So how do you deal with that? Because most people kind of take that as, like, they have to prove something because they've been compared. Like, how do you deal with that without going into the tank with it?
Well, me personally, I feel like the only person I've really been, like, what's the word we talking about again? Compared to. The only person I've been compared to as being Draco, but it's like I don't feel like, because I feel like we had dropped the song a long time. We dropped this song with a video and shit, and I feel like we kind of sound the same. Like, I said Bling, he said Bling. I feel like we got like this slur type of like a voice.
Okay.
So I feel like that's what they'll say, we sound the same, but I don't feel like we sound the same. Like the shit we talk about, made. But he got a different lingo than I got, so I don't feel like you can say we sound the same. But you can say we both sound pulled up or high, but you can't say we sound the same.
Right,
that's
exactly.
Like. He's saying that's probably the only person he has been compared to.
Yeah, that's the only person I have been compared to, but other than that, I don't feel like it's a problem to me, because that's the homie, and I don't feel like it'd be no controversy or no shit like that. But
yeah, that's cool. I'm only asking because I've seen that happen. Like, people get compared, and now it's an issue, and it's like, no, like, why? I think what I've got is that you kind of just let the music speak for itself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, if it just so happened to,
because I got so much vibes of shit that people probably ain't like. Well, I'm not saying wouldn't hear, but it's shit that's coming out that gonna be, you be like, damn, is that petty for real?
Exactly.
But like, I don't think they ready for that. So when I think y'all ready for that, I'm gonna show y'all the different waves I got going on.
We got 5 minutes left in the show. Real quick, Mike, when you first started and everything started slowing down, how did you lose confidence?
Yeah, I did. I went to, it's the first time I've never did all this talking shit about this shit.
We got 5 minutes. You can come back later on in the month. You feel me? We can do some things. We can do IG live.
I ain't trying to go too in, but yeah, I did. Was very unconfident. I lost a lot of confidence in myself. I went into a deep depression. It took a lot to pull myself out of that shit. Straight up.
Did other artists have to like tell you like, nigga, you Mike Almighty? You feel me? Like a lot of artists have to reach out to you.
My
like, yo,
friends, my best friend, everybody. I shout out to all them, man. Straight up, they the ones that pulled me out. My boy Daniel, Nick. Yeah, Corey C, all the homies, straight up.
So looking forward, into the new year, like taking all of this that you've talked about, how do you guys plan on kind of moving forward into this new year, getting back to schedule, just back to the plan, like onto the new project? How are you guys moving forward?
So right now, like I was thinking probably like more traveling, like more out of town features, like more shit that we ain't doing already. Like so like more features and shit like that. But of course giving them more shit to look at us on, but doing different shit, like trying to travel, trying to do a vlog out of town, like do shit to really have people tuned in without just coming in. If we don't get no shows or nothing yet, we got to figure out our way. But I ain't gonna lie, we could throw our own shows. That's what
underground event.
Shows coming 2021.
That's been a way.
You can't tell nobody.
Right,
don't post that shit on your page. If you ain't got that secret text, nigga.
Like, right, what you talking about? Ain't no show.
Ain't no show. Ain't no show.
The show could be an hour. I ain't gonna lie, shit. It's going 2 hours. Y'all before the police get here, we gonna
you know what I mean?
Do
we gotta give it everything we got.
Everybody be here on time.
Before the polls, nigga.
Before we go, where they follow you at? Where they get the project at? And before all that, what's the some words of inspiration to the listeners and your fans?
So you can get the tape on every platform out everywhere.
You said before.
All Petty.
I said before that.
Before the.
I know that was a lot.
Oh yeah. Okay, you can follow me, Paper Plane Petty on Twitter. I'm still wrong.
Paper Plane Petty.
Yeah, you wrong on all that. So hold on.
Words of motivation.
Word of motivation.
Paper Plane. You smoke papers?
Nah, I don't. I'm just fly. That's where that came from. Like,
okay.
Fly, So,
words of motivation. Words of motivation.
I want to though. Like,
I'm just saying. I'm like, okay, somebody.
I'm gonna do the words of motivation.
All right. Words of motivation. Be you. Do you. Don't be you and do you. Don't pay attention to what other people doing. Do you if you feel like you want to rap, if you feel like you want to sing, just do it. Do you. Don't worry about what the other people saying and just keep going grinding.
Exactly. Take a leap of faith and find out you can fly.
I like that. You feel me? You ain't gonna fly right away. Sometimes you might take some bumps. You feel me?
Exactly.
But your
when
wings
you get on that plane,
open.
you gotta roll first. Like, you don't just fly.
Right.
The whole point of taking a leap of faith is you jumped off something. You know what I mean?
Take that. Yes.
That means you can get back up there again.
Exactly.
Amen to that. You feel me? Petty, Mike Almighty. You feel me?
I love doing that shit.
All Petty, all streaming platforms. Make sure you go get that, stream that. You feel me? Like that, comment that. Make sure you follow them. Str8OutDaTrunk Radio. You dig? Petty Almighty. Thank you for coming. You feel me? You feel me? Appreciate that. Make sure you go get that.
Probably one of the best interviews I done did
Ever.
Appreciate y'all for saying that for real.
I like this.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate y'all.
We got some new shit. Come back. We drop some new shit. Send that shit through so we can play that. You feel me? Y'all gonna be on the playlist and all that. So you're gonna have our support.
You know.
Feel me? Shout out Rose Transvic and all that. You feel me?
Shout out my boy.
You dig? Hey, Petty Almighty, you dig? Let's get this thing all petty.
Tropical beach, niggas be leeching. I ain't fuck the bitch, I know my bitch, she might peep it. Blow in the bag when I'm in Neiman's. I ain't posting shit cause I know niggas be boasting. Keeping the hosting, aiming at niggas. Niggas think they famous, then we taming them niggas. 30 the Glock, fuck when I'm famous. 30 on the clip, I ain't even gon' aim it. I ain't aiming at a lane cause he broke though. I ain't wanna fuck the bitch, that's a broke hoe. I'ma run up on that nigga if it's 100 bands. I ain't wanna fuck the bitch cause I love my fans. Getting top, getting neck in the back of the Ford. I be spending all these racks in these stores. I be smoking, I be drinking, I just load another clips. I just put another 100 in the Draco. I just try to fuck the bitch, she say she faithful. I ain't even fuck the bitch, got the face though. Keep a Glock, gotta stock it. Had a valet Benz, I took my bitch to the tropics. Turn around, bitch. Load it up, whoa. I got the Glock in my pocket, feel like